What up? This is the NFC recap halfway. Um, I don't need to do an intro. If you watched the last one, you know. I'm just kidding. We're close to the trade deadline. It's about the time we can do a recap. We're gonna start with the NFC East, then North, then South, then West. It's your boy Big Slime. This is KMA Preston, and let's just get right into it. NFC East. The Eagles are on top of the division at 6-2. Cowboys and Commanders both at 3-4. But the Commanders could be 3-5, or they could be 4-3. We don't know. We're recording this during the Monday Night Football game. Or 4-4, not 4-3 with the Commanders. My bad. And the Giants are 2-6. No shockers there.
I'm fucking.
No, but I mean, I did think the Giants. Well, did I put the Giants or Cowboys last? I think I might have put the Cowboys in our video, but that was just me saying fuck the Cowboys. But the
Yeah,
Giants do look they're easily the worst team in that division, especially with Neighbors out and Scottaboo. Horrible injury to Scottaboo, by the way. Disgusting.
I didn't see it, but
Bro, I was watching the game. They showed it three times, and then when they came back after he got carded, we won't show the injury. What do you already did? What do you mean you're not gonna show it was
gotta take the high
horrible,
road,
bro.
man.
Like his ankle was hanging like this. Like complete separation. While Preston fixes his camera, I'm gonna talk a
I'm
little bit
trying,
more.
man. Fuck.
No, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it.
Man,
Yeah, the Eagles,
feel for
we we,
me.
we knew 6-2, not bad. I can't remember their losses. I know they beat the Chiefs, which a lot of people thought would be a loss. Um, why can't I
I can
remember
tell
their
you
losses, bro? Oh, the Giants. That's
the
the one,
yeah the bad Giants lost and then the
and the
Broncos lost.
Broncos won. Yep.
They could have won that, but they were.
Yeah,
There's
the
another
Broncos won. They
Broncos
could have
game
won.
where they came back at the end.
Yeah. The Commanders, couple injuries, but I did expect them to at least be above 500. Now that yeah, they are at 3-4. They could be 4-4, but slight disappointment, but natural regression that we kind of saw coming from last year. They were early, makes sense.
All right,
And
so yeah, this is. I know people always hype up the East for being so good. And I guess last year, to be fair, it was in terms of getting two teams deep into the playoff. But this year, they're kind of back what they have been the last few years, where it's a one team is better than the rest, and the other ones are okay at best. The Giants are dog shit. Worst team I've ever seen in football. Joke,
wow,
pathetic.
wow, wow, wow.
Garbage. I can't imagine anyone being a Giants fan. That must be the worst life ever. I don't know any of them personally, but that would be horrible. I would
It's
cry myself to sleep every night if I had to root for the Giants. But no, they got a quarterback maybe. We'll see till next year, but they're just obviously they're not in the picture for winning this division. I don't think anyone is outside of Philly, if we're being fair. Dallas just has no defense. Like that offense is insane. They are wasting one of the best offenses in the league. Granted, Dak had a really bad game this week, so
but other
it's a
than
tough game
that,
to be talking about it. But the rest of the weeks, yeah,
he
I mean,
Dak is
plus
like a sneaky MVP until last
Yeah.
week.
Plus, with Pickens playing good and getting Lamb back, like that offense is really good. The problem is that defense just they literally can't stop anything. Like it's not just a pass rush issue or just a DB issue. Like there's just it's impressively bad all the way around. So that limits them severely, I think. I mean, they can be a playoff team, maybe, but just I don't think anyone's gonna take them super seriously unless the defense somehow figures it out this back half of the
Yeah.
season. The Commanders, I mean, to be fair, there is health involved. Like Jaden Daniels has been banged up all year, so I'm not quite sure what they are really, but it seems clear to me that they're not like a we should expect them in the conference championship a game type team.
Mhm.
Um, they added a lot of old guys yet again, and it's I don't think the free agency moves and trades they did has really helped them take a next step that maybe they thought it would. So
It's an
they're
interesting
decent though. It's
idea
yeah,
that their team was early and young and inexperienced, so they add these
yeah,
older guys. But you risk them.
Yeah.
not being able to keep up. Like Bobby Wagner, right? That's his name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
B-Wags. It's basically there's a race for second place in the division,
yeah.
but it seems like Philly's the win again, and then whoever's second place is, I mean, maybe they make the
Possible
playoffs, but
wild
I'm not
card. Yeah.
confident in that.
Yeah. Just a quick recap. Dak in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 8 games. There's 2,069 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks. One of them wasn't really his fault from the game.
I'm pretty sure most of the picks
Tip.
were this week, weren't they?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but hey, man, he's playing really good.
Yeah.
And
The
yeah, that
offense is
defense is
good.
wasting the offense.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
quick, I just
Hmm.
want to say, just to get the point across. They gave up 44 to the Broncos, 22 to the Daniels list Commanders, right? That's not bad. 30 to the Panthers, 31 to the Bears. It's yeah. 37 to the Giants. They did win that one though in overtime. But yeah, that should kind of tell you what this
That
defense
was
is
the one where
bringing.
Aubrey made like the 60 or like 59-yard field goal to send it to overtime, right?
Even 22 to the Jets and that Cowboys Packers overtime where they let them put up 40.
By the
So
way, I know icing may or may not work, or that's what it's called, right? Icing when you take a timeout for
icing the
the
kicker, yeah.
yeah. Giants didn't do it. I don't know if they're like 59 yards or 61, whatever it was. We don't need to. It's not like you could take
But
that
it's
timeout
not
into
great if your
overtime.
defense has given up 40 points twice already. It's
Yeah.
not ideal. Well, now it's time for your division. So let's let you go first. Get out what you got to say.
Uh,
NFC North.
moving on to the NFC North, we got the Packers at the top at 5-1 and 1. Lions at 5-2, Bears at 4-3, and the Vikings last at 3-4. As you can maybe tell by the flag and the curtains, I'm a Vikings fan.
What?
Oh man, this year has been rough. The offense has been horrible, other than like one game against the Bengals and two fourth quarters where we looked pretty good. The team is just I don't know, it's just weird. The offense doesn't do anything for the first 3 quarters. We haven't had a first half touchdown other than the Bengals game since last year in the season, not in the playoffs, in season. Um, it's just they wake up at the end and then it's like, do they wake up or is the defense not trying as hard? Like we almost made a comeback against the Steelers, but even then that wasn't deserved. And the Steelers definitely deserve to win the game by a lot, by more, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, the Vikings have the worst passing offense in the league, ranked dead last in rushing offense, dead last in passing defense, and dead last in rushing defense. The team is just playing horribly. Now, yes, there's a bunch of injuries, but you can't just always blame it on the injuries, man. Every team plays the same amount of games. Every team goes through injuries. If your team falls apart that bad by 1 or 2 injuries, you didn't have a good team. I think this has been a horrible uh mishandling. Yeah, mishandling of resources in the offseason by look, Quasi, our manager, or GM, yeah, general manager, he takes gambles by signing players on a little bit cheaper deals because they're injury prone. And here, while the Vikings do have a really good medical staff and are good at stopping a lot of injuries, but you can't stop it all. It worked the first year he did it. It worked the second year he did it. It worked last year. Uh, 2022 it worked really good, but collapsed at the end. 2023 was looking real good until Kirk tore his Achilles. Can't do anything about that. Last year it probably worked out the best it did. The Vikings looked super super good, and then right into a buzzsaw. Sam Darnold saw the ghost again, but hey man, maybe we should have stuck with it. And then this year, other than Isaiah Rodgers, every gamble has looked at it as womp womp womp. Hargrave flop, Allen flop. We signed a center that had 5 concussions already. Now he's got 2 while he's here. Will Fries has been slowly getting there, but he's coming off a broken leg. Can't hate it too much. Our tackles have both uh, ACL and MCL from Darisaw that he came back probably too early because the Vikings were afraid that they'd be horrible, and they were right. And they maybe aggravated a little more than they wanted it to. Brian O'Neill sprained his ACL slightly. From what I heard, it's not horrible, but he is playing through it. But he did rest last game, and I think he's limited in practice. Hopefully, he'll be back. And our backups all suck. We have a guy that we drafted as a tackle that was bad at it, so moved him to guard, and he's all right there. That we had him play center because why not? Uh, I don't know. It's just, and then we have like 20 million in cap space for no reason. Uh, our safeties aren't great. Harrison Smith probably should have just retired. He looks like he lost a step, and that safety that wasn't already super quick. That's yikes. Um, but yeah, I think JJ's coming back. Maybe if he can play good, we can maybe grind out a wild card or at least a plus 500 or above 500 record. But I don't know. It's been rough. But who knows? It could always be worse. We could be the Titans or the Jets
or the Giants.
or the Giants.
You got anything to say on the
That's
other
all I gotta
teams? Or do you
say.
want me to go?
Oh, you can talk whatever you want to say about the division.
Sure. All right. Let's do it. Packers 5-1-1, Lions 5-2, top of the division again. Um, that's how I had my predictions as well, so I'm not very surprised by this. To be fair, I had the Vikings third, but I also said the North could be one of those divisions that gets three playoff teams. Obviously, you can't predict injuries, but I was never high on JJ McCarthy in the first place, so maybe I'm not as surprised. But yeah, I didn't think they'd be below the Bears. But to be fair, you've had Carson Wentz as your quarterback for multiple games now, and with those rankings
Out
you
for the
gave,
season, by the way.
honestly, being 3-4 with like being the worst at everything is actually very impressive. So you get some credit for that. But yeah, no offense with Justin Jefferson at receiver should be that bad in terms of passing offense. Is very bad.
Yeah, what Wentz is, he should be
Even
aiming
the
for hands.
Bengals
He's
knew how to
aiming
get
for
it to Jamar
feet.
Chase still.
Yeah, By the way, Jamar Chase over 20 targets and couldn't even break 100 fucking yards against the Jets. Just saying.
Makes me a
Hey, but he's
Steelers
better
fan.
than Jefferson though.
But yeah, Detroit, I'll give them credit. I thought they'd be good again, but I wasn't quite sure exactly what they'd look like after losing both coordinators to head coaching jobs. But they've run pretty smooth. They've had their moments of inconsistency, but for the most part, especially now, it seems like they're back to kind of what you expect from them. And Green Bay has looked better this year than last year. They have fixed. I mean, maybe you call this a fix, but the last year and the year before, they were doing the opposite of this, where they were starting slow, but then they'd get hot like right at the end of the season and try to pick up that way. But now, starting 5-1-1 means they're already on better footing. They can probably
Mhm.
get a pretty high seed in this playoffs. I think the Lions and Packers are playoff teams, no doubt. Uh, I, you
I
won't
think the
like this,
Bears
but I
could sneak
don't
in.
think
Yeah,
I'm not sure it's possible, but right now I would say it's more likely the NFC West gets three teams in
yeah.
compared to
No,
the
yeah, I
NFC.
agree.
So
Uh,
overall, it's a good division again. The Bears are too inconsistent. I mean, losing this loss to
yeah.
the Ravens without Lamar and all those
And
injuries,
they
it's
choked hard against the Vikings.
they're just not that good. They have their moments, but probably looking back, I bet if you look at some of their wins, I doubt they were beating many impressive teams.
Yeah. Oh, I
They
forgot to
beat the
mention
Cowboys,
that.
the Raiders by a point, the Commanders by a point. And forgive me, was Jaden Daniels even playing that game, or was
Nope,
that
that was his first game up.
so? And then the Saints. So yeah, they might be a paper tiger right now, even with a record of 4-3, which isn't like a guaranteed be in the playoff anyway. So yeah, I would just say two for sure playoff teams. Who knows what happens with the third? Like you said, if JJ can, if McCarthy, if I say JJ, people probably think Justin Jefferson, but if McCarthy can stay healthy and play
Yeah.
decent, they will probably at least be third place in my opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah. Real quick, forgot to mention it when we were doing the AFC one. But that was a little bit of the agenda I seen against the Colts being like fake is that they haven't beat like good teams because they barely beat the Broncos and they lost to the
That's
Rams,
what you
but
think
they
about.
shouldn't have lost to the Rams. But they beat the
No.
Chargers and every win has been comfortable except kind of the Cardinals game.
Yeah. And the Cardinals
But
have done that to multiple teams. They're weird. The
mhm.
Packers struggled with them too.
Yeah, real quick on the Vikings. The only thing that I guess could help them playoff wise is that they've only played one division game and they won it.
Yeah.
But of course, that means that they got to play the Lions twice and the Packers twice and the Bears again.
At least it won't be
Uh,
with Lance, but
yeah, their upcoming games rough. I'm not gonna lie. Lions this Sunday.
yeah.
Yikes. At Ford Field too.
It's a good welcome back game.
Yep. And then at home against the Ravens, Lamar's first game back. Yikes. Most likely. I think I heard that he might not play this game either. This weekend's game.
They're
Um.
peddling for him to be back for like a Thursday game against someone,
Oh,
but
so maybe he might play.
yeah. I think
Uh.
they're playing like Miami or someone easy. That's why they're like
Yeah. So then
getting him
his
in.
first game after like the tune-up game is against the Vikings. Yeah, that'll
So
be
it's even
fun.
worse.
Um. Then it's the Bears. At least at home, we beat them at their place. Maybe we can beat them at our place. Then it's the first game against the Packers. On I think this is Thanksgiving week, but I think it's a Sunday before Thanksgiving, so still not prime time. Then they play the Seahawks at Seattle. That'll be fun. Commanders at home, Cowboys, Giants, then Lions and the Packers. I think we can get at least 4 wins in that slot.
You know who would be great on the Vikings right now?
Sam Darnold. Ha!
I was gonna say Daniel Jones, but yeah, I mean Sam Darnold
Well,
too.
Daniel Jones made the smarter move. He got offered $1 million less than what the Vikings were giving him, but he's like, "Oh, I got to beat out
All you gotta do
Anthony
is beat out
Richardson."
Anthony Richardson.
All right, compared to yes, maybe not. He could have beat JJ McCarthy, but even if they were close, they were going to go with McCarthy.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, if he knew, oh, I'm going to get 5 games in, maybe he would have done. But
I think
overall,
that's yeah, you talked about your GM earlier. That's my main mistake with him is all this cap space and he just wasn't aggressive enough or he wasn't his plan to sign a capable backup.
to
Like
be fair, we did
knowing your
offer.
quarterback just came off injury.
To be fair, we did offer Sam Darnold the same thing he's making in Seattle, but a 1 year version of it, fully guaranteed though.
Yeah.
And Darnold could have taken it, and then if he played really good again, that's when you're like, okay, do we Jordan Love JJ, or do we just trade him and just say sorry?
I think there's far too much talk from the organization about JJ that Darnold would have never felt
Yeah.
comfortable. That's what
So
my argument is more about. They should have found a way to get a capable backup and not have to be like, oh shit, find Carson Wentz and hope he can win us some football games. No, just I gotta give before we pivot finally. I want to give him a little bit of
mhm.
respect for playing through the injuries he did. Massive respect for Carson
Jesus
Wentz for
Christ,
coming
yeah,
off the couch and just taking absolute beatings week after week for a
brother
fan base
just
that is very mad at him.
mhm. Brother just chose to die out there. It sucks for him,
It's
but
a sacrifice. They
yeah.
sacrificed him, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, obviously, with hindsight, maybe the Vikings uh don't draft McCarthy and maybe get someone like honestly, maybe they trade back because I think the only person around them that maybe would have been worth drafting is Olu Fashanu. But if they'd never traded with the Jets, then the Jets would have just taken him. Uh, Actually, no, Byron Murphy, the Seattle one, that one would have been good. And then maybe Jared versus instead of Dallas Turner, but who knows?
Time
Anyway,
for the fun.
finally moving on to the NFC South. We got the I mean, it's my team. We got to talk about my division for long, but it's fine. The NFC South, you got the Buccaneers at the top at 6-2. Called it. I didn't. Panthers at 4-4 at second. Falcons at 3-4, and the Saints at 1-7. To be fair, I did think the Saints would be worse. I think I said they might go 0-16. I was
Because
wrong.
they're
They got to win.
is
They
what
proved me
that was
wrong. They
fair.
proved
Look,
0-17. They
they're
proved
so
me wrong.
good.
I did messing around say the Panthers would win the division. To be fair, they
You
are
said,
only 2 games behind, but
yeah.
they did lose to I think everyone in the division.
See, that's my mistake was trusting Atlanta. You can't do that. They're too inconsistent. They haven't proven anything. So yeah, I got that wrong. To be fair, I did mention, I think everyone admits that the smart bet is Tampa Bay because that's been the case for the past
Yeah,
like
Baker,
since
Baker
Brady
Diff.
got there and it hasn't stopped. So from Brady to Baker, like they're the most consistent team in that division by far. It's even more impressive when you factor in that they're a team that's also dealt with a bunch of injuries, especially the offense, and they don't skip a beat, man. Obviously, the emergence of a rookie like Emeka Ibuka helps, but they're just a really good team. Like they just
Oh,
are.
real,
Baker
real,
Cooks.
real quick. Rest in peace, Mike Evans. He did not die, but that 1,000 yard streak, 1,000 yard streak, it died.
Yep.
They shouldn't. They put him out too early. I think he should have rested him one more game.
Wonder if they move
Now,
on from him or Godwin in the offseason this year.
obviously, you don't know. Okay, even if you rest in this one game, it could have happened the next game.
But anyways,
Um,
Carolina, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about Carolina or Atlanta. They're the same.
Carolina's fun because
Yeah.
they'll lose to the Jags by 16 points, and then barely lose to the Cardinals by 5 points, and then they'll 30-0 the Falcons. Then they'll get destroyed 42-13 by the Patriots, and then they beat the Dolphins. But is that impressive? Who knows? Then they beat the
And the Cowboys.
Cowboys, and
Yep.
then they beat the Jets, and then they get beat 40-9 by the
Drop
Panthers.
40 on them. Yeah, I don't think this Packers game will go well either, but they will beat the Saints. They get the Saints twice still, so that helps
Yep,
with the
that'll
win.
be 2 wins, and they 30-0 the Falcons, so maybe
But
they
they
can
still have to play the Bucks twice,
twice. Yeah,
and the
but
Niners and the Rams and the Seahawks.
hey, man,
Yeah, this is a
Bryce Young is
one
only getting better.
it's a one team playoff division yet again.
Yeah.
That shouldn't surprise anyone. That's been the case for like 25 years. So
Mhm.
but yeah, it's Bucks and then everyone else. Well, not Carolina and Atlanta will fight for second place, but it will ultimately mean nothing in my opinion. I
One
don't think
thing I do
anyone will
really
get
like
a
about
playoff
this
spot.
year is that a lot of the top teams are beating each other. It's like oh, A can beat B easily, but A can't beat C, but C can beat B. So they're just like hoping that the guy that they can't beat gets matched up with someone that can beat them because they can
Yeah,
beat the guy that can beat them. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah, I get and
Like
anyone can
the
beat anyone.
like I don't know if the Bucks could beat the Seahawks because that game didn't look good, but I know like they know. I feel like the Bucks could beat a team like Philly, but Philly could beat a team like the Seahawks. So it's something like that. I'm probably
It's
crazy though.
open. It's what we talked about in our predictions. I thought the NFC was a lot more interesting this year,
Mhm.
but the AFC's turned out to be interesting too when you get teams like Indy playing well and Kansas City being
Kansas
Midland.
City being third in their division, like, sheesh,
Yeah.
I prayed for days like this. All right, moving on to the last division, the NFC West. We'll go through real
Yes,
quickly.
man.
Um, wait, what is it?
So that's the best one in the
Oh, the
NFC.
best one. Okay, sorry. Yeah, the NFC West. Currently, both at tied at both 5-2. The Seahawks and the Rams. I think the Seahawks are ahead because they did they beat the Rams?
Let's see.
They're ahead for some reason. Is it points
They
for?
haven't played the Rams yet, so it's got to be
It's
like
got to be
common
just points
opponents
then.
or points.
Um, the 49ers are 5-3, and the Cardinals last at 2-5. I thought the Cardinals would at least be more competitive. At least their games are competitive, but you don't feel
That's the
threatened
annoying
too
part, man. That's
much.
why this coach is like. I think someone said like almost all their losses are one score games. Like it's a problem. Like they're not. They have zero clutch gene. The one thing you give the Niners though is They already have wins over the Rams and the Seahawks.
Jonathan Gannon's their head coach, right? Where was he before this?
He was the Eagles DC when they won the Super Bowl.
Mm,
But yeah, the Rams, I mean, the 49ers already have wins over everyone in the division, which helps with their race. But this is,
ah,
and that's with all the injuries. I think it's pretty clear, at least in my opinion, that any of those three teams could win this division. And as of now, I would say all three of them are playoff teams. Like, because I don't know how many other two bid leagues there you get. Like, I think Philly could be the only one to get out of the East. And I think it's for sure that Tampa is the only one getting out of the South. And then the North could be three, but I'd probably say two, and then you would give three to the West.
yeah. Real quick. Before I give my teams, actually, I'll do it real quick. I think it'll be the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
um, Bucks, then the Packers and Lions, and then I think it'll be Seahawks and Rams, and then either the 49ers or a team like the Bears sneak in there in the as the seventh seed.
Or Dallas.
Oh yeah, fair.
Or I guess Washington, if they turn it around, they're the same record as Dallas right now. But
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
just for sure if there's a three-team league, I feel like it would be the West. Like I don't know how it
yeah,
wouldn't be.
I agree. Have you seen the clip of Jonathan Gannon? A reporter asked him like, "Coach, when did you like learn in the
When
NFL
that
that like
player died.
things can switch up and something?" And he's like, "In 2007, when our quarterback got arrested
Okay.
mid-season," and it's like, and then you're like, "Oh, where was he in 2007? Ah, Atlanta, Michael Vick."
Yep.
Damn.
When I found out my quarterback was fighting dogs,
Yeah, he said a straight face. It goes nothing. I just moved on. Uh,
who would care?
so
He
NFL
has
head
potential, but they
coaches, man,
just
they're funny, bro.
when you lose all those close games, you definitely have to start questioning coaching, man.
What's it say? Is
Their
it
OC is garbage. That's a given, but I'm not sure if the coach will get to
the
keep his job
Todd
either.
Bowles? Maybe the him calling his DC or his OC secret lovers. That clip is so funny, man. God.
So
So
like
so
look at the Cardinals, just for reference, their last two games, they lost to the Packers by 4 points, and they lost by to the Colts by 4 points as well. And the Seahawks, they lost by 3 points. The 49ers, they lost by 1 point. The Titans, they lost by 1 point. The Panthers, they lost by 5 points. All their losses are it's they don't get
the
blown out,
loss.
but they just lose over and over again. Like the clutch gene is zero with this team. It is crazy. They could be undefeated right now. Even if you just flipped half of them and you're like, you know what, this
Yeah, if you
losing all four games isn't realistic. Should win like half of them. They'd be a playoff team too. Like it's
yeah.
just it's crazy.
I mean, some of the like Marvin Harrison Jr. was struggling early on in the season, but uh, actually, it wasn't Kyler that figured out passing it to him. It was who's their backup?
Uh,
Because Kyler's been out
J-
for like a couple
starts
games.
with a J.
Cardinals.
I want to say Jacoby, but it's not. That's the receiver, but it starts with Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett.
there you go. I got it. It
He's
is.
like, oh, I have like a wide receiver one. I'm gonna just throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Kyler is like, oh, my bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not sure what they do with Kyler long term.
But that'll wrap it up for the midseason check-in. Hopefully, we'll give you guys a couple more videos. We got a couple ideas in the works. Um, Preston or KMA Sports, aka KMA Preston, recently uploaded a video, little bit of a rant about the Steelers. I'll put it in the description. I'll link it. Go give it a watch.
And I also uploaded a video about Brian Kelly getting fired from LSU and looking at who LSU might hire and where Brian Kelly might go next if you're interested in that as well.
Oh yeah, finally, bro. Did you see? Have you seen how many players are like happy about it? Like former LSU players.
He's a bad person. All the Notre Dame fans were trying to warn LSU fans, but LSU fans obviously I get it, but they didn't want to hear it when they hired him. Like, ah, you're just salty he left.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, Notre Dame made the Natty last year, and Brian Kelly's fired. So
Quick note that before I forget, before we run out of time. When did Neighbors get hurt? Malik Neighbors, he got hurt a couple weeks ago, right? September 28th.
Yeah.
Did you know he still hasn't gotten surgery because the swelling will not go down?
Jeez.
That sounds bad. Like it's been
Yeah.
over a month and the swelling won't go down. Like
It's what the Giants will do to a guy, man.
X.
It's just the worst team.
Anyway, that'll wrap it up. Liner on that.
Yeah.